Agenda of the regular board meeting, the President Board of Trustees, Village of Burnham, Cook County, Illinois, today is January 14, 2020. At this time, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Present.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Present.
Trustee Richardson?
Here.
Trustee Claybrook?
Thank you. The quorum is present, so we stand for the pledge of allegiance to the leader, President Cap.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any approval or corrections of the minutes of the regular board meeting that was held on December 10, 2019? If there any corrections to be made, could we have them now? If there are no corrections to be made, I will ask for a motion to approve the minutes of December 10, 2019. Will the clerk take it? We need a motion.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
A motion approved by trustee Garcia, we need a second.
Second.
Second by trustee Richardson, will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Thank you, motion passed.
Oh, those were the minutes I took that time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Remember?
and they barely passed. Before we, open the meeting up to the public, if anyone has anything to state to the board, if you would give up, stand up and give us your name and your reason for addressing the board. Please try to limit your comments to 3 minutes, please. I will ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
I motion to open the meeting to the public.
There's a motion on the floor by trustee Bonner, we need a second, please.
Second.
Second by trustee Garcia, will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Thank you, motion passed, the meeting is now open to the public. Does anyone on this side have anything to say?
Josephine Ross, I didn't want to get ahead of your schedule, and I'm not aware of it, but I was wondering, are you gonna give us any feedback regarding that property tax forum that was held January 7th?
I'm sorry, what was that now?
Are you gonna give us any feedback regarding the, property tax forum that was held January 7th? Was it January 7th or?
Well, yes, well, they gave us some vital information and gave forms out that people could file an appeal for their tax if they, chose to do that. And, they'll probably have another one in July or August, and I'm gonna request that we have it at the community center for the Burnham residents.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Are there any other questions? I'll ask for a motion to close the meeting to the public.
I make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
There's a motion on the floor by trustee Richardson, we need a second.
Second.
Second by trustee Cap, the clerk take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Motion passed, meeting is now closed to the public. Concerning the, senior exemptions, I guess you didn't get ahead of me, I had it on my agenda. But anyway, we do plan to have that in July or August, and the, whatever reduction is granted, on the tax, it will be taken off the, second, bill, the second payment. So it'll probably be in July, and then it will go into effect, August, I think the payment is due August 1st. And, so that is what would happen with that. So, so it's very important that the, seniors do file for those exemptions. So anyone is eligible, that's 65 or above. And you got the senior freeze, you got the senior exemption, and, it does save the seniors money. And like I've said at several meetings here, that Cook County has a lot of money down there right now as we speak, and some people don't even know it's down there. So if you pull up your pen number, then you would be able to tell whether you, have anything there or not. So if you need an assistance with that, then I'd be willing to show you how to do that. The next thing is that the census is going to be effective, April the 1st, and that is going to be very important, so we're gonna need some people to involve ourselves into that to make sure we can get an accurate count, because the census will not be taken for another 10 years. And if we don't, our people are not counted, then we'll be losing quite a bit of money per capita, for the next 10 years, and those funds cannot be retrieved. And that would be, kind of a detriment to the village. So that's all I have. Thank you. Clerk Lucy.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Just a reminder that all elected and appointed positions and admin positions need to submit their statement of economic interest by February 1st. Everyone should have received an email reminding them of it, so it's just a reminder to do so. And that is all I have.
Thank you for that information. Trustee Greer, Public Education, Health, Safety, and Welfare.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve of the community center policy and exercise room liability waiver. And
Trustee, before you proceed any further, I want to ask the attorney if he can give us the briefing or clarity on that, understanding so we know what it means.
The community center has some exercise equipment located in it. And generally, if a person uses exercise equipment, if we don't have a trained staff member on duty or on call there trying to explain or indicate how it should be used. So basically, it's like using it at your own risk. And it was brought to my attention that there were some concerns about that. So I drafted a policy and exercise room liability waiver that the person who uses that equipment has to be over 16 years of age. And secondly, they have to exercise or sign a waiver of liability, waiving any responsibility of the village. In other words, if they use the equipment, they're going to use it at their own risk. And this is a policy that other places have adopted. So I drafted one to take it for our community center.
Does the board have any questions?
okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve on the community center policy and exercise room liability waiver.
So you make the motion to approve? There's a motion on the floor by trustee to approve this policy, so now we need a second, please. Second by trustee Richardson. Will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Motion passed. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. If you have an old telephone, keep them charged. Place one in the trunk of your car, one in the back seat of your car, and even one hidden in your home. Place them where you can retrieve them in case there was a break-in situation. The emergency feature will still work, whether the phone has service or not. And show your children how to use it also. With all the different situations that are going on in the world today, this is a very good safety alert to know. So remember, all your old phones, keep them charged up, and in case of hide them within your car and your home, and in case of an emergency, they will still work. You want to call 911. Robert Kelly. Congressman Kelly invite the public to the Census 2020 community briefing, and that's going to be held in Markham, Illinois. The public is invited, and that's January the 22nd at 6:30 p.m. at the City of Markham Council Chambers, 16313 Kedzie Parkway in Markham. The doors open at 6 p.m. Experts will be on hand to inform about major changes to the upcoming 2020 census, including paperless surveys that may be completed online or by way of your mobile phone. This briefing is the fourth in a series that will be hosted by Congresswoman Kelly, to educate the community about the importance of participating in 2020 census. So again, that will be held on January the 22nd, 6:30 p.m. in the city of Martin. Let's see. The Ministerial Health Network will present the Spirit of Excellence Awards. That's January 20, 2020. That will be held at the Victory Christian International Ministries, 15643 Southwood Street in Harvey, Illinois. And they will be giving out some awards to Jesse Jackson Jr., Apostle Carl White, and some more people. And also Mr. Mayor Tyrone Ward, and he's from Robbins. So again, this is the Spirit of Excellence Awards, January the 20th. That's at 11 a.m. on a Monday. Dr. Martin Luther King celebration will be held January the 20th. And that's going to be at South Suburban College, 15800 South State Street, that's South Holland, Illinois. The doors open at 9:30 a.m. and the program begins at 10 a.m. Free admission. Everyone is welcome to attend. Last year it was just awesome. It was awesome. And so again, it's going to be held January the 20th, and the program starts at 10 o'clock. The keynote speaker will be Dr. Sandra Gill. She is founder and CEO of Black Academically Speaking, and there will be a special performance by the McKinley Junior High School Band. Condolences go to Ms. Jackie Cosby and Ms. Josephine Ross in the loss of their brother. One other thing. Every moment is a fresh beginning. Life's not about expecting, hoping, and wishing. It's about doing, being, and becoming. Let's hope for the best in the year 2020. Let last year's words belong to last year's language. Be safe, be alert, be mindful. Enjoy life. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your community. And I would like to say Happy New Year to each and every one of you. And last but not least, line dancing will start January the 18th. And for the month of January the 18th and January the 25th from 10 to 12 p.m. Happy New Year to each and every one of you and your families.
Happy New Year.
Information. Public Works and Building, Trustee Claybrook is not here this evening. Trustee Bond, would you take that, please?
Discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve on the Supreme Snowplow Agreement between the Village of Burnham and Supreme. A proposal to perform snow and salting services as outlined on the agreement provided.
Okay, are there any questions from the board?
Can we get a brief synopsis of it, of the agreement?
Yeah.
My suggestion is that this should be approved subject to some review, further review by myself. Apparently, in Public Works, we have two individuals who are out on disability. Am I correct, Brain?
Yes, sir.
And they would be operating the snowplow. And unfortunately, with the season approaching where we may get hit with a snowstorm, we may need additional help taking on the streets. The mayor and Wayne went out and sought some information, and this company was more reasonable in their pricing than others, and they drafted an agreement, sent it out. I had a chance to review it over the holidays, and actually when I was in Detroit, I sent something writer here and make changes. And unfortunately, when I've now returned, my fax machine is it's broken, and my email is not working too well. So I didn't get a copy of this until just this evening to see if he made the changes. And one of the things that I objected to when the mayor agreed that it should be taken out was a term that he wanted a net payment of his bill within 10 days and a 2% charge per month, or 24% per annum, which is worse than nothing. And I had taken that whole sentence out and basically said, well, we'll pay you within 30 days of the bill, right, with no interest. And now that's back in here, or it was not removed, or he missed it. I don't know, I thought I had it pretty good, but today I was stuck in court all day long, and I came straight from court to here, and my file was in my office, and I just don't have it with me. But a couple of the things that I just noticed, that was the big thing, and I just told the mayor that that's sitting in there. I said if we can pass it subject to my review and renegotiation with this person and get it, take that particular language taken out, the other stuff was not as bad as that one phrase there, or as important to me as that one phrase. It's the idea of a backup snow plowing company that can at least plow, as we have here, the city hall, the parking lot, the community center, the firehouse, and the senior center. You know, I think they're the smaller snow plows. They don't have the big trucks like we do. But this is a backup to us. And it was going to be used as needed basis, not on a regular basis. And if I said anything incorrect, Dwayne?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, let me say that, that I assume that that is a standard agreement for them, and Mr. Brown is here this evening. We invite him to come. So basically, certainly the village of Burnham is not gonna go anywhere, and so whether we paid you in 10 days, 11 days, then we would certainly would pay you, and we, so in other words, we proposed, or the county proposed to strike that out of it. Also, if you have no problem with that, then we probably could proceed with it.
I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
It should be 30 days, right? So.
Yeah,
Is this the gentleman here?
Yeah, we had changed it to 30 days, so I guess at least you know, put it. But,
Well,
If you,
on the contract that we have received back, some of the writing on there was not really legible. So we did the best that we could to amend, what changes the village had requested, so.
So I move to strike terms 1, 2, and 3 and replace it with that payment will be rendered within 30 days after submission of the invoice with no accrual of interest during that time period.
okay.
And we're okay with the 20% premium on holiday?
I didn't see that before. Also, one of the things, do you have a copy of the document that was forwarded to you by the village clerk?
No, I don't. I only have the original one that we amended.
Now, let me ask you this question. Are you willing to perform the services, right, as outlined here,
Mhm.
without the interest charge,
Yes,
and receiving payment within 30 days after the work is performed and we're invoiced for it? And a few other items as holidays charged at 20%. You're talking about Christmas, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and Easter. The only holiday, Thanksgiving, the only holiday coming up is Easter. So I don't know, I hope
We don't have any snow
there's no
anymore.
snow.
Hey, don't count it out.
Strike that paragraph 3 also.
Don't count it out.
Well, the intent of the contract was to be a very simple contract. We pulled our contract initially offline, and some of the things in there we didn't, at first we didn't read.
Did you want to come up and see it?
You say what now?
Did you want to come up and see it?
Well, I have it here.
Okay.
I have it here. There's one flat rate. The price that I gave the village on each site. For the village hall, $175. For the community center, $150. For the firehouse, $50. For the Shirley Blackburn Parish, $50. And then when we just run salt, it's just a flat rate of $50. We're not gonna charge the village if there's a certain height. So that could be amended.
So when you salt, is that for the 4 sites, $50 flat fee, or $50 or $50 per site?
$50 per site.
Also, we're prepaying for 3. Did you notice that too?
Right.
We're prepaying for the first 3 snowfalls.
So,
We're prepaying for 3 of these or not.
well, I guess basically, so, I guess what might be a concern of the board as well as myself technically. So if we didn't get in the snow at all, and we had already prepaid you in advance, so how would that pan out?
Should we get that money back?
Okay, we can proceed.
Obviously, we have to rephrase this contract. Let me ask you this, as a gentleman's agreement, would you be willing to perform these services and we officially revise this? You and I can sit down and rework these things so that I know you have it on your computer and we could adjust it as according to what the board is asking and looking for today. A term that we're not arguing, we're worried about the amounts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's some of the language there that sits here that is difficult for the board to accept. And the mayor said that was the interest charge, and this paragraph 3 on top of that page was the 20% premium. Well, these major holidays have already come and gone except for Easter. And I doubt very much that there's gonna, hopefully, watch it jinx it, that there's no snow on Easter. So, if we could sit down and iron this out in the next couple of days, I can have this back on the board.
What I would like to do, I would like to and who will continue upon that, because we want to get a big snow or something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm asking the gentleman. I mean,
Yeah, so I think we'd be okay with it.
So I motion to discussion of, to consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve the Supreme Snowplow Agreement contingent upon terms 1, 2, and 3 being struck, and number 3 of the pricing, to be struck. I make a motion to approve the proposal with those contingencies on snow and salting services as outlined.
No problem.
Trustee Bonner has a motion on the floor to approve this contract, provided that the changes are made, so we need a second.
Second.
The second by Trustee Garcia, will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Powell?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
No.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
All right, motion passed, thank you.
Will Dwayne be the one that calls them out too? Dwayne, will you call them when you need them?
Well, yeah, and he'll come out as needed.
Oh, because he might not know that we have snow when, like, we might have snow when no one else has snow, so. You know, we get those every
We'll
so
make sure
often.
he on site.
Because somebody has to be in touch or
We'll make sure he on site.
ordinance, resolution, and plan, trustee Garcia.
Good evening, and thank you for me. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Garcia. And finance, trustee Cap.
Happy New Year again, and I don't have anything.
Thank you, trustee Cap. Public utilities, trustee Richardson.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good everyone. Letters have been sent out to the east side regarding the installation of the new water meters. There's, a 800 number that, well, a 888 number that you can call. All the information is on the letter, giving you instructions on when to call, the hours that you can call, and set up your appointment.
No, I didn't hear anything you said.
I said, letters have gone out to the east side regarding the installation of the new water meters. So if you haven't received the letter, they're not working in your area yet. But all the information that you need to actually schedule your appointment is listed in the letter. So I'm just letting you know that letters have started going out, and the installation of new meters are going forward. Also, the water facility is in need of a chlorinator, which controls the level of chlorine in our water, and it vacuums out dirt and stuff. That's gonna be needed, so we'll be shopping for that in the very near, as soon as possible.
And what was the quarter price on that we have on that?
I don't have a price, I just know he said we're gonna use Hawkins. So.
I thought it said 1300, I thought. Didn't it say?
I might not have read that particular email.
Who's doing the search for that, the shopping, the window shopping for that?
Well, we have a company, Hawkins, that we use for it. It's a company that's already in place.
No, Brandon is that may be.
Yeah, Brandon,
Yes,
yeah.
thank you. Brandon and Mr. Lewis with him?
Yeah, well, if he needs advice, yeah, but maybe Brandon.
Also, on January 27th, we're having a public health meeting over at Burnham School regarding lead, and a representative from the health department is gonna discuss different things that, the village can have access to as far as testing for lead. So that's January 27th over at Burnham School at 7 o'clock, I believe we said.
7 p.m.?
Yes,
And it's open to the public?
yes, we would like the public to come.
Thank you.
All right, and that's it.
Yeah, and thank you, Trustee Richmond, for that report. And I would also like to add to the water meter process is that the meters that are being done now in Route 3, they're only the meters on inside the house, not the outside.
Oh, okay, so did everyone receive the letter in that area then, or?
And for the people on the inside, yes.
Okay. I don't think so, because some letters were received that are on the outside.
But no, the first time we sent the letters out, we sent them out to everybody.
Right.
I don't know if I'm coming, but the letter that went out a couple of days ago,
Yesterday.
I just only went out for the inside.
Okay, so, yeah, then I'll talk to you about that, because, there were like 2 that were received that are on the outside.
Okay,
So we'll figure that out.
now you're gonna get them fired.
Yeah.
It's too close to
And
Okay.
then on the outside, are they, once those are ready, are they gonna have to make appointments, or are they just gonna go?
On the outside, no appointment will be necessary, but a notification will be given that the water has to be shut off. And it must be shut off in order for them to change.
Right, but you will shut it off, right? It's shut off.
I mean, the contractor will shut it off.
For how long, what is the estimated time?
So the estimated time is 30 minutes. I mean, I would say 30 to 45 minutes, they don't run into the problem.
And they'll be given notice of the shut off of water, so like, let's say they start at 7 in the morning, and people are getting up to go to work and trying to get ready, they're gonna know that they can't shower, right?
I'm sure that they're gonna know way in advance of them actually
Okay.
coming out, so
It's not
that
gonna
you
be
can
like an
plan.
overnight thing.
Right,
Okay, just, you know,
They're gonna set appointments for each resident, right?
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
not on the outside though, but
Inside.
They still have to notify you.
They are notified.
Turn your water off.
I think it's move those meters inside too if they can, when they do that.
No, that would probably be too expensive to do that. So the meters will mainly go back to where they are. They're on the inside now, they'll be on the inside. They're on the outside that building outside.
It'll be able to pick up?
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be a wire that goes up, so.
And will also pick up even if you cover it up with blankets and cover it up to try to keep it from reading, it's still a reading.
Yeah, so like if you cover it up so that it won't freeze in the, in the winter, like if you have all that stuff.
Or if
over
you
it.
try to cover it up to keep it from reading, it's still a reading. Okay.
So, and another question I had, so yesterday there was some work being done in the area on 138th place, one of the houses that had burned down, and I guess the gas company was out there. Do you know anything about that? They were doing something with the gas line?
Oh, I don't know, maybe Dwayne might would know, but the only thing is that if, they do any, damage to any of our infrastructure, like the sidewalk and anything based on our street policy that we passed a couple months ago, they have to replace.
Well, because the other thing is, because they were doing it like 2 houses from where I wasn't home where I'm at, but my, fire things went off, because they were working on the gas line outside. Is that common? Is that something that you should be calling in, or I don't
We
know?
was not aware, but I don't know if any calls came in about
They
that.
didn't because almost no one was home,
Okay.
except my kids were home. But my,
Smoke alarm.
yeah, my smoke alarm and my carbon monoxide detector went off, which is kind of strange, right? If they're working on the line outside, for mines to go off inside, you should have called the fire
Something like that, they should call the fire
department.
department.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's very dangerous.
But that should be picked up anyway.
Right, exactly, that's what I
It's a
thought.
different, it's a different gas.
Right.
And everybody, while she's mentioning that, for public utilities, a reminder, your carbon monoxide detectors, make sure that if you hear a beep, that you change those batteries. Your carbon monoxide smoke detector is constantly beeping. Please make sure that you change your batteries. This is the season. And a lot of times we get carbon monoxide calls, my alarm's going off. Are you having any symptoms? Are you having a headache? Get out the house, call 911. That's very, very, very a silent killer, so please be very, very mindful of that, of your carbon monoxide detectors.
Yeah, and if they're really old, they should actually be switched out too. I found that out. Mine's were really old. So last year I had to go through and replace all of them, because they just start going off and they really don't work.
You didn't have the Red Cross 2 years?
No.
They were coming around everywhere doing them.
Well, obviously, they never.
They did mine.
Okay,
You had to send me a man
I
too.
did.
all right then, so that is,
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
okay, so, Parks and Recreation, Trustee Burnham.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, good evening.
Welcome back, Happy New Year.
Say nothing?
Sports Fair on this Saturday, January 18th, from noon to 2 p.m. at Memorial Park. And you'll be introduced to the different teams, the Chargers, the basketball team. So that's on this Saturday, January 18th, from noon to 2 p.m. Senior Aqua is on Tuesdays from 7 a.m. to 7:50 a.m. 55 and older. If you're a Silver Sneaker member, it's free. If you're a non-member, it's $1. And that's every Tuesday, 7 a.m. to 7:50 a.m. at Sandridge. The Youth Baseball Clinic starts January 14th through February 25th. It's open to 7-year-olds to 14-year-olds. It's every Tuesday from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. and it's free. 7-year-olds to 14-year-olds. And at the completion of the clinics, there will be competitions against neighboring communities. So that's a really great thing to involve your children in. And that's it for my report. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Trustee Burnham, for your report.
Where's the clinic taking place?
It's going, thank you so much, at Memorial Park. Thank you.
The sports fair? Is that
The
also
sports
the
fair is
park?
also at Memorial Park. Thank you. Thank you.
Are there any, presentation of petitions? And the communication, memorial, arrest monsters? I would like to say that this morning, I attended a memorial service for the young man from Hazelcrest that was killed in the war, in Kenya. And it was a very somber event. A lot of veterans showed up, a lot of support for the family. And I must say, he looked just like his father, And so they were distributing ribbons throughout the town of Hazelcrest. So I asked Dwayne to lower the flag flag here at the village hall, so we brought one of the ribbons here and tied it on the pole, on the flagpole outside, so when we go out, you'll see a yellow ribbon, that's what it represents, so his name was Henry Mitch Mayfield, and, you know, he's 23 years old, so, died in the line of duty, so very sad for the family, but, so if you just lift him up in your prayers, I'm sure they appreciate it.
Our condolences for the family, thank you for representing us.
Yeah. You're welcome. Is there any unfinished business? Is there any new business? I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Motion put by trustee Garcia, we need a second. Second by trustee Richardson.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer? Trustee Richardson?
Our meeting adjourned, thanks for coming, we enjoyed you, welcome back, and we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. All right.